The roof that we had before was a three-dimensional composition type roof.
The original roof was less than 10 years old. We were seeing that the granules were coming off. It was a light brown, and so stains were showing up on it. There was some bumps in the valley that we didn't really understand what they were there for, so we wanted somebody to check that out. But we wanted something that would last, that we wouldn't have to worry about. We wanted to get it fixed one time and not worry about it again.
I started looking into a new roof online. I had seen some metal roofs, but had never talked to anyone about it, didn't really know anything about it. And so just doing a little research, they had a nice detailed area about the roofs, answered a lot of my questions, and I filled out a form asking that someone contact me to talk about the metal roof. And then someone called me back and we started our conversation from there.
We originally started looking at metal roofs because we wanted something that would last and we wouldn't have to worry about maintenance in the future. We picked this particular roof because of the fact that we won't have to do maintenance to it in our lifetime, hopefully. And if we do, there's a warranty on it. Those were things that made it very attractive to us.
We went with this particular roofing because of how tough it is. I mean, it's made of steel. It's not aluminum. It is steel. We were impressed with the fact that the warranty they have is a 50-year warranty. I'm sure the roof will outlast me, but it is transferable as far as the warranty. If I sell this house, it'll transfer to the new owners.
And we also like the way this roof looks compared to some of the other options that are out there.
They measured the roof with satellite images, and they were able to come up with a number that said, okay, you're going to have X number of squares of roofing to cover the roof, and I thought that was pretty neat. And then once we talked with the estimator on the phone, he explained how many squares of roofing it was going to take, and he gave us a price based on what they saw off the satellite. A price that the estimator had quoted me on the phone was the actual price that I paid when we got the roof installed. They did not go up on the price. They didn't try to nickel and dime me for little things here or there. It was here's what I said we're going to do, and that's what they did. They lived up to their word. We were told that they could install the new roof, the new metal roof, over the top of our existing roof, which was only a single layer, which I was happy to hear, so we didn't have the expense of having to tear it off and haul it off. And they showed up and they went to work in the cold, cold weather, which I thought was unbelievable.
And they really didn't stop and take breaks. You know, some construction people, you spend a lot of time on breaks. They were busy the whole time they were here. One of the things that really impressed me was how they cleaned up every day. At the end of every day, when they started shutting down, they had a magnet thing that they would go around the house with and make sure they were picking up any little pieces of metal. They kept all the construction stuff in one basic spot. So that was nice. It made things much better on us.
I've had neighbors that have come by to look at this roof, kept a piece of it so I can actually hand them a piece of the roofing to show them, well, here's what it feels like. You know, I felt good enough about this that I would recommend it to any of my neighbors, any of my friends, which we have done. So, you know, hopefully something comes from that. People that are serious about replacing their roof, you know, this would be an outstanding choice, is my opinion.